Supreme Rising, Supreme Rising. You already know the vibes. And this is Naga the Wise. And you are tuned in to Naga's Thoughts. Alright, yo. You see the title? Divine Says No More. And sometimes you got to do something different to hear some things. And I was listening to a few people yesterday. This one person really stood out. They was like, yo, if you can hear it, they need you to listen. And I'm like, all right, what I need to do to go listen? So I fasted for most of the day, right? And the best way, I think, to get that strong message is do your normal regimen, have your body all effed up, and then starve it. Starve it. I'm serious, yo. Like, I know it sounds funny, but the whole attribute of everything that's happening is always going to be the flesh against the spirituality understanding, right? So even when you eating, that's apartheid. You know what I'm saying? So majority of the time people eat and then they get the addiction of what the food does, and then they don't do nothing else because you got to let that process. Well, it shows spiritual strength when you can. When you can just walk away cold turkey. And I've always had a cold turkey button, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could cut shit off and just be like, fuck it, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Don't think about it. And it started out when I was young with cigarettes and shit like that. People like, yo, you can't just stop smoking cigarettes. Those are addictive. And I would just stop and they'd be looking at me like I got 6 heads and shit. But then I would start back. It's like, you started back though. It's like everybody's judgment is always off, right? And what I noticed about these things is it's the way that you're knitted into judgment. You know what I'm saying? That's like, if you want to use a term, that's like the way of Satan. So knowing that you would be addicted to certain physical attributes, they would hold you victim towards your contempt to these things, right? So in order to get the true knowledge, you would have to cold turkey it like it's not that important. Could you just stop anything? You know what I'm saying? Could you stop lying to yourself? Could you stop taking medicine? Could you stop, I don't know. Could you just stop physically? Could you just say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do today for the Most High, and just go for it? Like, and just go with it full head on throttle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because keep in mind, that's how you were born. That sperm is flying. That sperm racing like Speed Racer. It's racing all these other millions of sperms, and it's running. I mean, that fucker got a tail, it got a head, and it's running. And it's like, I'm about to hit this shit head on like a ram, and it's running, bam, hit the egg and try to crack its way in. And the whole time, it don't stop. It just keeps pushing. It pushes until it gets its way inside the egg, hoping that it gets there before everybody else so it can fertilize it with its information. So you're born in the world like that. You're born with this spontaneous type energy, you know what I'm saying? Like this quickening, this bang, this all of a sudden out of the blue. But something slows that down in life, and it's called the physical understanding of things. Your addiction to the physical world, the materialistic value, that slows down that spontaneous divine energy. Oh, we about to go in, yo. So naturally, it can be people, places, things, circumstances, whatever, love, food, money, you know what I'm saying? All these values that we put ahead of what holds your life together, right? We put that ahead. I got to make sure I got this, that, and the third. I'm confident. I'm this, I'm that. I got this dress on. I got these sneakers. I got this money. I got this shorty checking for me. I got this job wanting me. I got this product I'm about to put out. I got this, I got that. Everything is always important. What about if you just put everything aside and just gave yourself to the divine instantly? This is not religion. This is a relationship. And watch what happens. I started finding myself deleting people because, I start finding myself removing people. I start finding myself becoming silent to certain things, and it's just me and the Most High. And it's like, why are these things always attached to you? Why they? And then it's not like you don't notice that they got like some type of weird shortcomings with them. Like some people use you to try to get up on a scale, a level of where they think is spiritual, so they can appear as if they have some spirituality to other people. You know what I'm saying? They easily be like, I see somebody with discipline, but I don't have it. So I'll just go over here where the discipline is and go take some good words and come say that around people and be like, I already have this particular type of energy. And that's a false retrospect. It's a false retrospect. And it's not like we don't feel it. We feel it within people. We feel that you're fake. We feel that you're a liar. You know what I'm saying? We feel these things. So divine will see if you really want these things to change, and you'll change it by the lack of connection to anything that would put you in those mental states, like food, sex, physical things, anything that has an addiction to the flesh. So you're always weighed by that. It's like, watch, if I put this in front of them, watch what they go do. Well, I find myself sometimes without certain things that I can have. And I'll be like, you know what, fuck it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't complain about it. I don't jump up and down. I just go into this space of knowing that it is what it will be. And that's why my name used to be There Will Be Trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because I always knew, like, despite the circumstance, it will be trouble, but you're going to go through it too. Whether that's trouble with yourself, of how you see things, whether that's trouble in things that you put yourself in outside of yourself. There will be trouble, but you can get through that too. And not for nothing, divine can hear everything that you're saying, but there's like a little nudge that has to take place. You have to like unlock the safety lock. You know what I'm saying? And that shows how you don't have a contingency towards the things that may keep you blinded by these things, even though you're experiencing them, right? So that's the difference. You may be overly blinded by the worldly things. That's why you can't get the messages. You know what I'm saying? You too busy trying to take that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this. Hold on, divine. You don't never what is you lost your fucking mind? You will never tell the most how to wait on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do my nails. I gotta get my hair cut. I gotta pay these bills. I gotta get some butt. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. Man, the fuck out of here. All that shit that y'all got going on is crazy. And you putting it before the divine and then be mad when you are responding from an emotional standpoint that doesn't equate to the knowledge or the understanding that you wanted to equate to. You know, this whole time, like, I'm simple. Like what I want in life, I'm simple, yo. I always wanted something that would stand the test of time. But in this world, you gotta be perfect, yo. Like people are like, oh my God, they made a mistake. It's over. They're like, what? What are you talking about, yo? Like, this is wrong. I don't give a fuck if it's wrong or not. Who gives a shit at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the difference in between right and wrong is intention, right? Some people do things by mistake and don't understand that they fucked up. You can see that, right? But then if I give you chances, right, to stand on something and you just disregard what I'm telling you, and I watch you be the same way all the time. Like it just don't change. You just constantly stay in that same energy all the time, and you think nobody sees you, but you constantly stay in that energy all the time. I'm gonna start thinking that you're not taking me serious, right? You're not even hearing what I'm saying, but you constantly stay around me for that connection and energy, right? Or you stay within my frequency for that connection and energy, or you keep pulling on my energy for that value of energy. And when I cut your ass off, then what you gonna say? Oh, he was for real. That doesn't have a value of actuality. right? It's not like I'm going around cutting nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I stay to myself anyway. I haven't dealt with a female or had true friends in a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no true friends in my life. There's no females in my life that I consider important. And it's just me and Divine having a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I get an opportunity to express some of these things, forgiveness, and I get an opportunity to start from the basis of where that flower coming through the concrete should be more relevant, right? And if you can't get it to start there, nowhere else you try to do or try to bring it to is going to be prevalent. It's not going to reign supreme because you can't even fix it at your base. So how do you expect to fix anything in your life? A lot of y'all are running around trying to fix shit in your life and you ain't fixed where you started at with it. I'm so serious. Like you afraid to look your people in the face. You afraid to deal with family members because of what they did to you, or you afraid of this, afraid of that. I ain't never been soft, yo. I ain't never been that type of dude. I've been the type of person that's hard-headed in a sense. And I'm even hard-headed to the value of what people talk about. Like, you can't tell me one thing that I shouldn't do. I'm gonna go do it. I'll be like, nah, I'm about to go do that because that's what I want to do. It's the start anyway. Like, I'm not gonna rationalize it. I'm just gonna look for the true start, not the start that everybody else deals with. And I'm like, you know what? That's why I'm always different. That's why it's like I can see things that I like and then be like, damn, y'all, I would like that. But then I start thinking about the other things, right? Like to be in this world, it means to be imperfect. It means to have weaknesses and shortcomings. Like in order to be a part of this world, you have to have the lack in order to stand up to what's supposed to be great. Otherwise, you don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like that's righteousness is built on a person wanting to be a part of this world at the end of the day. And like you're here to fail so you can get better. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole point. You fail in this world so you can get better. All right, now let's put that on as a side note, right? As a side note. Because that's not to say that you can use it as an example or a scapegoat. That's not how that works. In the same breath, you have to be willing to carry the ladder in the front. What I mean by that, not the fact that you're so immersed into the feeling of what's good that soon as something happened, it comes out of nowhere. You're wrong. And I've been that person. I've been like, damn, I was so in love or so whatever you want to call it. I can't say naive because I be knowing shit. I just don't say nothing to it. I'll see how far I can go through things. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that I'll take so much to see if it hurts. You know what I'm saying? I sit there and be like, that shit is nothing. I wonder if I can deal with that with somebody I give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Like I say shit like that. I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna let you, I ain't gonna say nothing to you, but I'll let you do what you're doing and act like I don't know that you're doing what you're doing just to see if I found myself in a situation with somebody I give a fuck about, could I just actually let it be passive? You know what I'm saying? Like my mentality is way different. You know what I'm saying? Like I've tested myself in the worst situations with like super duper situations I shouldn't even be a part of. Like, yo, why you fucking with that? Because because it's not about the look, it's about the love I feel off it. Why you didn't, it's not about that, it's about this. You know what I'm saying? And once I find that love in that individual, I'll hold on. But it gives them power, right? It gives them power because they believe that they standing on you some type of way. And then you'll watch something that everybody beats you down about not to fuck with, try to be confident. And you'll be like, wow, look at this shit. The only thing I ever gave you was everything that I knew I can give you, right? So those powers strengthen other things. Like this is why I like learning so much, because the disciplines in learning is dope. It's like the way you get to learn. And a lot of people learn on a one surface basis. Like you learn on ways that only teach you the minute value of learning. Like learning expresses like a 360-degree axis around your whole existence. Like, and if you can't see all the classes that you're learning at one time from one lesson, you need to tighten up. I'm so serious. Like you need to tighten up because there's a lot of shit going on and you don't even see it. you gain a lot from it and don't even know it. And majority of the time, the reason why a woman's voice is so potent is because of who she is in the creation. Like we're always going to listen to the one that speaks life. But if the one that speaks life is speaking detriment, that's going to hurt. And that power given to them is probably going to end up being removed. And I was watching it be removed through time and space. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. So you mean to tell me after a while the voice of the woman is not going to matter? Yeah, if she don't know how to contend with it. It's not like she can just start speaking and tear shit down and then that be law. That's not balance. You're not doing the justice of the world properly. Like as a woman, you have a responsibility to speak life, not speak detriment. Even if you want to speak detriment because of how you feel, naturally your anger or your disapproval to whatever action in a world of imperfection is not for you to be not for you to speak it, because you're supposed to know that we all are here imperfect. So if you're supposed to speak life, didn't that make you more durable to notice that the shortcomings was there and still speak life? See, that allows the mistake to get fixed when the woman speaks life. So her speaking anything negative is only destroying her job application. You see what I'm saying? Like the shit is crazy. Like y'all get it so twisted. Like I'm gonna let a motherfucker know. No, you're not. You're gonna unravel your existence, because your existence is to speak life. That's why I gave you the master key to create it. So if you can speak life and create it, why would I have you speak detriment to it? That's not your job, whether you want it to be or not. All that nasty shit, I got a nasty mouth, I can talk, that shit is not your fucking job. Okay, it's not your job. That's not what Devon said is your job. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to keep living that job, you're going to unravel everything about yourself that makes you what you are. And because that takes place and you speak life, you look at the men. Oh, the men are strong. An alpha man is not the... Listen, I heard this dope shit by this dude. He said, this older head, he was like, yo, the alpha males, the real alpha males, not the ones the world say are alpha males, they're chivalrous. They know how to love. They appreciate things. It's because of the opposite value of being what they truly are. Like, so an alpha male is respectful. He likes beauty and natural things. The man that opposes himself as an alpha male is always trying to please the female. That's something different. He's the one that wants you to see him as an alpha male, not the one who actually is the alpha male. Alpha means one, it stands alone. So one man should be able to stand alone within any attribute, whether that's going into a room, a room full of people, and have respect for those people coming in the room, standing in the woods by itself and enjoying the petals on a flower, standing by a river and just being at peace by itself, by its lonesome. That's a true alpha male. And because that man is able to stand alone in some of the most detriment situations and still find beauty, that's what that one woman would be attracted to, because she noticed that he notices. Right? It's not pleasing the woman. It's the fact that he will pay attention. And the other understanding is the ones who oppose themselves to be alpha males are lack thereof, because they're too busy trying to have you see them as such. So their job is to do extra, and they want to do I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna touch you right, I'm gonna spin on you right, I'm gonna do this right. Everything is about getting it right. How you gonna get it right in a world full of imperfections? So it's like you're pulling an illusion over your own eyes for the men. Like it's not like we're not gonna have shortcomings. We're gonna fuck up. That's the whole point. You didn't come here to be right. You came here to be durable. You came here to become almighty. So why would I not allow you to go through ebb and flow, ups and downs? You're gonna go through it, because you're gonna go down and say, damn, this, I don't like how this feels. But what are you gonna do when you start rising up? Are you gonna just cut your foot off to spite your face and throw it away and then get back up there and be like, wait, where was everything great while I'm up here? Well, you cut it off, stupid. You threw it away. You stomped on it because you didn't understand what to do with it. That's confusion. And that's what the world based off the value of how we should move. As long as I keep you confused, you'll never accumulate nothing. You'll never have memories. You'll never have the shortcomings of understanding where you fell short and when they fell short, and then the power of overcoming these hills. You won't never have that. You'll throw it away every chance you get. All praise due to the Most High. The Most High don't make mistakes. We do, because you think because you done got big funky and crust between your toes, or you got titties and a booty now and all your teeth, you think you think that you're important in some type of value. No, Divine said, I'm gonna watch you fail, but it's only when you can see this as an indifferent, as a shortcoming. Shut your mouth and speak life. If you got all these other things going on with you, that's because you're not right now. That's how you got to look at yourself. Like, damn, I ain't right. Why did I just judge this that way? It's not to go tell somebody, yo, look, that's what they did, and I don't know why they did X, Y. No, ask yourself why you're thinking that way. Ask yourself literally, what makes you feel that way? Not just because of what they did. It's something inside. What's making you saying, I ain't gonna take shit no more from nobody? I ain't taking this shit. Can you stay still through even your fleshly feelings? When that flesh make you feel like, you know what, I'm fed up, I'm ready to crack on something. Do you know how to pull that back and realize why you feel the way you do and actually check yourself? Some of these relationships, like, y'all build relationships off trauma. Like, y'all have a good relationship, been with somebody for years. All of a sudden, go fuck around because you think that's the balance you need to heal it. Somebody that manipulated you into going to have sex. You might tell, I got a man. Ah, fuck that man. What do you got to do with me? Yeah, you right. He ain't shit no way. But you shacked up with this motherfucker. You living with him. Y'all living together. Y'all doing whatever y'all doing. And automatically you cut your arm off because of what somebody else said. See that imperfection in its own right? Like, you literally stabbed yourself to sever a piece of your body because you believe the shortcomings in a relationship is not meant for you. You live in an imperfect world, period. The end of sentence. The TV shows you, the TV was always there to paint a picture of falsity. That's why it's called entertain. So the whole thing was a spell box. I'm going to show you pictures of what we believe things should be. And the only reason why a person can paint a picture like that is because they come in even more fucked up in the world. They come super fucked up. They probably come with no purpose. So now they painting what they believe reality should be. The ultimate fucked upness. The ultimate sin. Literally, like, I think it, you can't think anything. You're going against the divine. If I was you, I would shut the hell up and learn from your own shortcomings. And once you do that, then you can say, you know what, I can take, watch this, watch how this shit punch you in your gut. I could take the sugar with the sour. I could take the good with the bad. I know how to see somebody's mistakes and invigorate them. Let me speak life into you because you believe you're failing your own. What? What? And still love me? Wow, that's powerful. All praise due to the Most High, because that's what you're going to get from the divine. All the time, you like, yo, divine, I messed up. That's what you'll say. These people in prison, oh, God, I don't want to be here. If I'd have known, please, Father. No, you're only saying that because you're hurting. You're only over there talking shit about this person because you truly, really love them. And you're saddened by you making the choice you made to leave it. See, these are the effects of knowing that you're imperfect, but you don't want to mention the fact that, you know what, I'm imperfect too. Look at the physical applications of how we judge to somebody's character applications. Most of these motherfuckers got bad hygiene, don't get healthy until you show them what it is, never wash their ass right, never was seen beautiful until you put the beauty on them. But then soon as your character flaw shows, it gives them a leg up. oh, I can say that you're wrong now because this is what this looks like. No, it's your liberation because you are a constant failure and you have never corrected your own self. If I tell you it's okay to be imperfect, that doesn't mean you wear it as something you do every day. This is called a righteous walk. You're going to fall, but you got to learn to stand. I'm not saying that you're not going to mess up, but the more you comprehend that you will do this, the less certain things that you will fuck up on will be relevant. No, you're not going to be a cheater for the rest of your life once you realize what you've done as far as being a cheater. No, you're not going to be a thief your whole life once you know that you possibly may lose the freedom of your life all the time. No, you're not going to always be a liar once you understand how lying feels and somebody else lies to you and you put your trust in them. These are things that people just don't come back from. But in the same breath, where is the world that we're supposed to be living in based off these values to where you're supposed to be able to change it within yourself and change it within what's connected to you? Yeah, I fucked that up. But do I throw the baby out with the bathwater? Or do we both learn from this? Do you love me? Or are you looking for a reason to tell me who I am? You just want to call me a fish because I swim in the water. Yeah, I'm in the water. So what? So telling me that I'm imperfect does what for me? Telling me that I'm wrong does what for me? My existence is wrong. Do you not notice? Do you not know you being existing, living in this world is a wrong thing? There's not supposed to be divine light trapped inside flesh. It's not supposed to happen because the light that's inside of you is 20 times the experience of what you're trying to go through. So the light don't need you to experience life. The light don't need you for that. Your existence is a sin. You can't reach the height of yourself because the flesh that's on your light. So these moments of greatness is you combating the physical body. Literally. Every time you start to feel something in your flesh, you're ready to throw hands. You're ready to come out your mouth. You're ready to let somebody know. You're ready to check them. You're ready to do this. I'm going to leave. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. See that? It's always actions. It's always a physical application when it comes to doing something wrong. And not for nothing, when you think you're checking somebody by doing something right, you're in your physical motion, not allowing divine to guide you in this imperfect world, right? All praise due to the Most High. Because you got this. You driving the car, right? You the big car driver right now. Yeah, they come over here just to get that knowledge real quick. They just come over here to take what I got to try to go do a show. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They come over here. It's like, yo, he talking today. He talking today. Let me go do a show. Let me go pop my podcast open because this nigga dropping jewels. Divine gonna wash you, yo. Divine gonna wash you, make you bite your tongue and all that shit. Your mouth gonna be bleeding and shit. You can't be sitting here staying stagnant in your shortcomings, yo. It's not the world we live in. And most of you are choosing to stay there. Most of you are choosing to stay in your shortcomings. I'm a prime example of being that. I'm a prime example of being that. I will cut you the fuck off. What? I'm so serious. I will cut you off faster than I collected you. I've always been like that because I've never had nobody show me nothing other than. What shows me unconditional love is the Almighty. Divine has always showed me unconditional love. For these individuals out here in the world that's lying, stealing, and all this, you're gonna fuck around, and in the process of you running to do everything, Divine gonna destroy everything you need to get there because it's trying to tell you to stop. But you're not gonna hear that. You're gonna trip. You're gonna fall. You're gonna break the screen. You're gonna be like, "How the fuck did this happen?" You're doing this because you ain't listening. You steady trying to hurt somebody instead of grow with it. I'm gonna hurt things. You ain't gonna hurt shit. You ain't gonna hurt nothing. You ain't gonna hurt anything. You're gonna be imperfect and you're gonna learn from it. And you're gonna release the light from inside of that cage that you live in called your flesh. You're going to stop leaving one another. You're going to stop getting together and having children and taking no regard for the life of these children. You're going to stop satisfying your body with godly actions. You're going to stop manipulating and having a collective ordinance of everything that you think is good just to subsidize what you think may possibly be bad on the way. You're going to stop all this shit. You're going to stop running from what you choose to be with and go run to something else because you fucking nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things I could talk about, yo. And I'm choosing not to because there's no need for me to drag people's names from my life into these readings. Because I'm not reading anything. I'm basically freestyling off the top of my head. But Divine gives me these knowledges. So there's no need for me to use comparison with the stories of my life. I don't look to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at everybody like they're imperfect. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's an ending, naturally, I wasn't built the right way to deal with certain things. So walking away was the best thing for me to understand. Because if I stay, I'm going to get violent. You know what I'm saying? And that's not something that I like to do. That's not something I'm apt to want to understand. Like, if I have to stay there, if I'm forced to stay in a situation, I'm going to find a way to gnaw my way out of it. I'm going to eat my way through the flesh. I'm going to bust something open the way I can get away. Ain't nothing going to stop me if I'm ready to go. That's just what it is. But Divine is teaching us how to make better decisions based off the value of knowing that you're imperfect. And that's a reality. That's like an ultimate truth. You know what I'm saying? But no, people suffer by the fact that they're imperfect. And the only way you feel better, unless your flesh is content. So if your flesh is right, you full, you got something in your pocket, you done got you some booty, you done got you some head, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you living like that. Then automatically that means you're not even in tune with your spirit. You're not in tune with the light Divine gave you. You're in tune with the flesh. So this is why you have so many shortcomings in your life. The flesh runs your body. It runs your entire existence. And that's a fact. That is a fact. So I watch people come over to my platform all the time and steal knowledge and take off. They be listening for a minute. Oh, he talking today. I got something to talk about. He over there right now trying to get that page up and going. Child, they stealing. And they nobody damn stealing from your bum ass. At the end of the day, I ain't got to steal. I don't even listen to people. You know what I'm saying? I listen to some people who talking real shit. You know what I'm saying? And it'll move me because I'm led by the Divine. You know what I'm saying? Like, Divine don't make mistakes. People do. So it's only certain people I really listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only a few people I listen to. And it's because I can tell, I can weigh the knowledge by the spirit. So once you start understanding that this is how you're guided, then you're going to get what you need to hear. You're going to get what's there for you. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you got individual in these world, and this world is just completely, they're going to always be lost like that. They're going to always think as if they are in some form of hierarchy to prejudge. Even having law enforcement and shit like that. Law enforcement came to this country because law enforcement came to this country because other cultures couldn't govern themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep in mind, eating people wasn't normal. You know what I'm saying? Eating your family through winter wasn't a normal thing. Like, don't worry about it. Bob will just eat Aunt Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't about to be doing all that. We ain't eating family members. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so the police had to come into fruition. And then to keep it going, you had false crimes committed. You had people doing shit. And then crime became a thing because they got addicted by that. So every little thing you would do to self-serve yourself became an issue that taught everybody else that it was okay to do it. And then you look up so many hundreds of years later, and it's like, why is crime came from other people wanting to get away with bullshit, murder, basically. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we need police to not allow this what we're doing to spread to everybody else, because then if the other stronger ones are able to do what we're doing, we're gonna lose out. And that's basically how that took place. Nobody's ever gonna tell that as a real story, but it is actuality. So with that being said, I'm just here to drop a little bit. Divine says no more. You know what I'm saying? Divine removes people from your life. Divine removes energies that are not conducive for your growth. Divine will remove a lot of things, but divine works in these ways when you shut yourself off from the world. So don't be afraid to fast when you're full. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to contain when you have everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid to shut down. You know what I'm saying? Just because something else is going on, like fuck the physical things you got to do. Shut it down for a little bit and give yourself to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you're at your physical worst. Like when you're full of everything, that's when you should just say, you know what, I ain't doing nothing right now. I'm just gonna shut down and spend time with the Most High. Because the addictions are more powerful at that point. The addictions are running rampant. You got it. You can do whatever you want. Why be still? Because divine needs my time right now. Try that out and watch what happens. I ain't gonna hold you, just trying to show you something. Not gonna wise.